Hey, what's up guys? So welcome back to another video on my Trade Now channel, and for this video I'll be going through a super trend strategy that is used on the 5-minute time frame for you to trade both crypto and forex, stocks and even options. And before we start this video, make sure to check out the link in the description box below. So currently the link will give you an extra 5% on whatever you deposit if you sign up for a FedEx account, and this FedEx exchange gives you a lot of benefits such as very low fees such as 0.02% fees, and by every $100 you donate you get an extra $5. If you donate $1,000 you get extra $50. So the deal is ongoing right now. Go check out the link in the description box below, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So like I said, we'll be using the super trend strategy today, so I'm going to bring you guys the indicators we'll be using. First up, we'll be using the CM stochastic multi-time frame. So you just search out CM stock and you see this multi-time frame by Chris Moody. You just click on it and you get this. For this you want to remove most of the stuff. You're going to remove this first too. Remove the stochastic K and D. Same thing for your second K and D, and remove all your lines together with your plot backgrounds. So these are the things that you'll be keeping, and you can see that you have your lines here. So next up, you'll be using your cumulative delta volume. This is your confirmation for you to go long or short. So a very important indicator because it shows whether there is buyers in the market or whether there are sellers in the market. And last but not least will be your super trend indicator. You don't want to use the one under technicals, you want to use the one under community scripts. Click on that. Certain settings are going to change. You're going to change the ATR period to 11, and the ATR multiplier to 3. So there we have our indicators are set, and let me guys bring through how we're going to trade this. So for long positions, there are 3 rules you want to follow. First up, price must be above the super trend line. So whenever you see that there's a green super trend line and super trend line is below the price, you always want to look for long positions. Next up, for you to have a buy signal, you must have a green bar on your stochastic multi-time frame. So you can see here, price is above the super trend line and we have a green bar on the stochastic multi-time frame. Next up is you want to have a green candle on the candle after this bar appears. So you're going to wait for the next bar to form, and you can see here we have a green candle on that position, so that's a valid position right here. Stop loss, put it below the super trend line and you take a 1.5:1. So regards to the cumulative delta volume, as you can see here, this is where our buy signal is, and usually whenever there's a buy signal, the candle will be red in color. So you always want to look at the next candle. If the next candle is red in color, do not take that position, but if the candle is green in color, you want to take that position. So let's find another trade. Let's see right here. You can see right here, this is a positions that you want to take. Here we have the price above the super trend line. You can see price above, we want to look for buy positions, and here we have a buy signal right here. But if we look at the candle next to it, the next candle, you can see that it is a red cumulative delta candle, which we do not want. So since that is an invalid position, we wouldn't take it. Same thing here, you have a buy signal, but the candle after that is red, so invalid signal, and as you can see, it will end up as losses here. So let's look for another valid position. So let me look for an uptrend. So here is where you can see that clearly we have a lot of valid positions. So one of it is right here. You can see that we have a buy signal. Price is above the super trend line, and we have the stop loss. We have the candle after that being green in color. So that is a valid position to enter right there. Stop loss right below. But unfortunately we'll be stopped out, but the stop loss is relatively small, so you might want to adjust it a bit, but it's normal to have losses and it's part of the trading game. Here we have a valid position. Let me show you guys right here. If we zoom in, we have a buy signal. Candle after that is green in color, and price is above the super trend line, so we'll take that position right here on the next candle. Stop loss is right below the swing low, below the super trend line, and we take 1.5:1, and there's a valid position to go long, and it's kind of a long trade. Let's see how long this would have been. this would have been a 14-hour trade, but as long as it ended up as a win, we'll take that anytime. So that is your rules for going long. You just want to look for price to be above the super trend line for you to have the buy signal, and the candle on the cumulative delta volume right after the buy signal must be green in color, so that's a valid position. So right here, let me show you guys again. Price above the super trend line, we have a buy signal, and the candle after that is green in color, so that is a valid position. So we enter right there. Stop loss will be below the swing low, basically below the super trend line, sorry, and we have 1.5:1. So valid position right there, and another win. So yeah, that is basically your rules for going long. Now I'm going to show you guys your rules for going short. So same thing, when you're going short, what you want to look at is for you to have the price below the red super trend line. So here we have the price below the red super trend line, and we want to wait for a red signal. Here we have a red signal, and the candle after that to be red in color. So it's basically the same as going long, but except now you want to have it on the opposite direction, so everything is flipped around. So the super trend must be red, price must be below the super trend, you must wait for a red signal, and the candle after the red signal on the cumulative delta volume must be red. So here we have our stop loss right above the super trend line, and we take 1.5:1. So it's a relatively long trade, but it would have been a win. So let's look for another trade. We probably could have taken another trade right here, but since you're in one trade, you wouldn't want to take that. So let me look for more trades. So usually you want to look for trades where it's quite trendy and following your directions. So right here would have been valid. You can see that we have a red signal here, red signal here, and with the price is below, and the candle after that is red in color, so it's a valid position. Stop loss right above, take 1.5:1. There'll be another win. Right here we have avoid this trade because you can see that the candle after this is green in color. Let me show you guys. Here we have the red candle, but the candle after that is green, so invalid here. Here we have a red candle, but there's a super trend line here, so we will not take that position. So we successfully avoided those two bad trades. Let me show you guys one more example. None of them are fitting the criteria because you can see, although we have all the red super trend lines, there's no red signal there. Same thing here, you can have we have a red signal, but the candle after that is green in color. See here, green in color, so not valid. Let me see right here, this might have been a valid position, and yes, this is a valid position. Super trend lines above and price is below, so we're gonna have a short right here. You can see here we have the red signal, and the candle after that is red, so we're going to take that position. Stop loss above the super trend line, and 1.5:1. And we have exited on this wick here, so another win. So as you guys can see, the strategy is relatively simple to follow. So main thing is you're just trying to follow the trend and basically take the pullbacks by looking at the stochastic multi-time frame. And our last confirmation is the CDV indicator, which tells us if there's buyers in the market or sellers in the market. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure to check out the link in the description box below to sign up for a FedEx account, which will really help you to boost your trading with the multiple functions that they offer and the low fees for scalping, which is important for trading. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye guys.